Do you become overly emotional and create mountains out of molehills in life? Now, there are a multitude of life events that can trigger off emotional responses in us. It could be the way other people relate to us, memories from the past that make you angry, things not going as planned. Yes, there are a lot of things that can make us react in a way that's detrimental to our well-being. Being overly emotional and making mountains out of molehills is the mind reacting in a conditioned way to everything that's going on external. In a sense, anyone who responds in this way is conditioning themselves to be stressed and or anxious. This acute sense of sensitivity makes everything seem oppressive. My hypnotherapy for anxiety will explore why anyone responds in such a fashion. Once I have an understanding into why certain individuals react in the way that they do, I can offer techniques that will be empowering and enable the client to be aware when they're about to respond in a certain way. Once that awareness is part of a person's character, they can be more accepting of things, resulting in feeling calmer. With calmness comes a client who is mentally alert and in control. Life can be a lot more pleasant when everything is not blown out of proportion. Not only that, but decision making can be a lot clearer too. It can be difficult being around somebody who overreacts to everything. It's like walking on eggshells when in the company of such people. This creates a sense of uneasiness being near them. For those who have issues around insecurity, making mountains out of molehills is commonplace. If an underlying problem that lies deep in the subconscious mind is not dealt with, it will stay buried away under the surface. Clearly, carrying around unwanted problems is not ideal. These things must be addressed. In an article from the website Psychology Today, it defines making mountains out of molehills as being this. I like to say that the unconscious is essentially a burial ground for unwanted parts of ourselves, experiences, feelings, thoughts and impulses, in other words, the dirt of our lives. We bury those parts of ourselves and hope to be done with them, but it doesn't work. Those unwanted issues have a life of their own. They just don't die. So when we're tunnelling away through life, they inadvertently and inevitably get disturbed. When they can't be dealt with directly, they get displaced somewhere else. We dump them onto minor issues that the unconscious reminds us of in a deeper way. As a result, these minor issues are felt to be bigger than they really are. They have both the emotional intensity that actually belongs to them and the added intensity of those powerful, unwanted issues that we have buried beneath the surface. That's how a molehill becomes a mountain. Now, my hypnotherapy works with the subconscious part of the mind by going straight to the source of the problem that creates stressed and or anxious reactions. Those deep underlying problems can be addressed. Once an individual is free of such ways of responding, it would feel like a weight has been lifted from someone's shoulders. When the underlying problem that caused someone who reacts in such a sensitive way has been erased, other people will instantly notice a difference. Where once others could possibly have been apprehensive being near anyone who is so irritable, would willingly be in that person's company. In the workplace, for example, perhaps someone who overreacts is not the most popular employees with their fellow workers. They could be seen as being too intense or always looking for arguments or rows. Their lives could be improved if the deep problem that makes them react in that way was contained. Their fellow workers wouldn't be so distant towards them. The most common place for overreactions is at family gatherings. Sometimes when there are family get-togethers, things can get out of hand. For the person who has the undealt with deep inner problems within them, it can take one slight word that creates the mountain out of molehill response. The result being rows, arguments, possibly even fights. Now, nobody wants to be carrying around with them unsolved inner problems This is especially so if it means driving away loved ones or friends. It can result with someone in such a position feeling isolated. Therefore, hypnotherapy can be such a beneficial method of therapy. It's direct and to the point. There's no lengthy sessions of psychotherapy that go on and on. It's going straight to the source of the problem. Isn't it better to be in control of your emotions? To be able to have a clear mind when things are going on around you that normally would have created an explosive response. Those underlying issues have to be dealt with. They won't go away. So what are you waiting for? If you feel that you'd like to work with me on a one-to-one basis, go to my website at www.jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com. Once on my site, book a free 30-minute consultation call with me. If you're in the UK, we can talk on the phone. If you're an international client, we can do a Zoom call together. Now, I do hope you enjoyed this video blog and that you found some value from it. See you in the next video.